Cut 4 was really fun. It wasn't too violent, except for the execution part. I can't wait for the next one to come out.
A few moments later.
Whoa, that war? Okay, here we go.
This mission introduces you as Private Miller. You get to play as Americans, but this time you're fighting in the Pacific Theater. You've been captured, and your squad mate up there tells a funny joke. Don't get too close. I have Ligma. What's Rigma? Ligma nuts. He gets killed for that joke and comes to kill you next. But Sergeant Roebuck comes to rescue you with the smallest knife I've ever seen. Like, look at that shit, dude. It's fucking tiny. I changed the FOV a little bit and start moving. You make your way up the beach when this happens. I guess you could say I was saving Private Ryan. Get it! You find an MG and take it out. You start moving very slow through the jungle for some reason. This is when I alt-tab and my game crashes. So I had to restart all of that. Reach some kind of temple and your squad mate goes to check it out.
Temple or some shit.
This is the first of many bonsai charges the Japanese will do to you. You reach another beach and have to clear out all the Japanese you see. Once you're done, you move up. Except I get stuck on this fucking rock and have to kill myself. You start moving very slow again and come across a massacre. Psych, the motherfucker was just playing.
Ahead of us. Ambush! Boom! Boom!
After that, you reach an enemy camp and Sullivan tells you to
Put a hole in that barrel.
He lights the gas trail and that shit blows up. Then you and Roebuck have to blow up an ammunition depot. You plant the charges and get the fuck out of there. Except you get slashed by a motherfucker with a sword. Roebuck drags you to the boat and the camp blows up. Then the mission ends. I'll give it a solid 8 as an opening mission. It's cool to see the Pacific side of the war. This game is gory as hell, man. Oh shit, man.
It's time. Good luck, all of you.
This is it, Miller.
Okay, keep it together and we'll get through this in 3 days.
This mission takes place a couple years after the first one. It starts you on a transport boat, because nothing bad ever happens on one of those things. Immediately shit just starts blowing up. Sullivan tells everyone to keep their heads down. And this motherfucker's like, is that a doggy? You get blown into the water, but Sullivan saves you. You're stuck on the beach and have to call in missile support on the tree line. After that, you can cross the water on the beach. You make your way up the beach, and I just want to say this game is super realistic and immersive. So you take your ray gun and start killing motherfuckers. You call in another rocket barrage on a bunker and move up to the trenches. Once you get out, you get bonsai charged again, but I handle it like a beast. You start clearing the underground bunker, so you can flank the MG nest. You clear it, but a bunch of tanks show up. You're supposed to use the rockets to take them out, but I just use my ray gun, because I'm better. You regroup with Sullivan and he dies. Then the mission ends. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I rated it higher because of that cool ray gun Easter egg, but still a fun mission to play.
Arrangements are being made to take his body back to the States.
I thought Sullivan would make it through for sure.
We let our guard down, Polanski. We can't let it happen again.
This mission has you in a swamp. Yo, is that Shrek over there? You move through and find a downed American plane.
Shit! Grenade!
You get ambushed and I use Roebuck as cover. You keep moving up and find the enemy stronghold. You move up killing a ton of Japanese, but you finally make your way to the bunker. The dude with the flamethrower gets shit on, so you have to pick it up and finish the job. You move through the bunker and start moving toward an airfield. You get ambushed again.
They're in the trees.
You reach a bunker that's guarding the airfield. You noob tube some bitches and move into the bunker. Wait, this place looks kind of familiar. You jump out and are on the airfield. Just fucking war happens. I don't fucking know. You pick up a bazooka and have to take out the enemy tanks, because your tanks are always shit for some reason. You get to the final bunker and have to take out the enemy AA gun, but I'm big brain and use their own shit against them. Once you clear the bunker, the mission is... never mind. You have to defend the bunker. You get to use the Japanese MG42. I don't know what it's called. After that, the mission's over. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. It dragged on for a bit at the end, but it was still very good. This mission you play as Dmitry Pachenko, a private in the Red Army. You wake up among your dead comrades in Stalingrad. You have to crawl in the fountain until you meet Sergeant Reznov. Then he asks for your help.
I need your help.
He tells you need to snipe some bitches. He can't because of his fucked up hand. Reznov tells you about the man he's hunting.
He is responsible for the cold-blooded murder of men, women, and children.
Doesn't sound so bad. You have to wait for the bombers to be above so they don't hear the shots. You take out all the Germans and move on. You move into a coffee shop and Reznov roasts himself.
For days, I have crept through shadows like a rat.
You get back outside on the street. You start getting sniped at and need to get inside.
Sniper! Get inside now!
You have to counter snipe, and you already know what's up.
Move!
Goodbye, my nigger. Back to the...
You move down the stairs, and a German patrol passes by and spots you. Then they try to burn you out. You make it up the stairs, but get trapped by some rubble. Reznov saves you like the G he is, and you start running. Then an armored car starts shooting up the place.
Stop screaming! Stop!
Then you get saved by some comrades.
We thought you were among the dead in the massacre at the square.
He was. Among them, but not one of them.
You and Reznov take the high ground, and you have to cover your comrades. Soon after you move on, I die to a clusterfuck. After that, use the MG to protect your comrades. Once that's over, you move up to the sniper nest and wait for your target to appear. You snipe that bitch and have to escape with Reznov. He mows down like 10 Germans and you run upstairs. You jump into the river and the mission ends. That shit was obviously a 10 out of 10. I don't even gotta explain because you already know that's the best mission in the game. Fuck you if you don't.
Tot stinken sie noch erbärmlicher. Kommt, lasst uns hier verschwinden, bevor sie nochmal...
2 years after the last mission, you play as Dmitry again. You're imprisoned by some Germans until Reznov comes in and saves you. You have the choice to either kill the Germans on the floor or let them bleed out. But I killed old motherfucker. You go outside and burn the wheat fields with the Germans inside. You continue to the river and get to decide which path to go down. I take the left path. You push your way to the town and have to use rockets to take out more tanks. Why the fuck are our tanks so shit? They legit don't kill anything. You clear the area and have to move through a barn.
I can't wait to go back home and see my mom.
You destroy the tank and move up through the barn. You get to ride the tank, but it's slow as shit. So I get off. Reznov leaves a charge and I get shit on. You move through the German camp and are you fucking serious? You get near the end and more enemy tanks show up. You deal with them and the mission ends. I'll give this mission a 6 out of 10. There's nothing special about it. It's kind of average and boring.
Our tanks are getting hammered by mortar fire. We need to clear these trenches and knock out each mortar pit. Get ready with that flamethrower. Incoming!
This mission has you back playing as Miller. At the start, you're pinned down by MG fire. You smoke it and move up the trenches. Your objective is to clear multiple mortar pits. I just run into the first one and get shit on. Once you clear the first one, you move on.
Ohio, Onita.
You move up to the next mortar pit and clear it with a flamethrower. You reach a tunnel and have to clear it out. At the end of the tunnel is the last mortar pit, and you clear it. I'll give this mission a 7 out of 10. The whole mission is you clearing things, but it's fine since you got the badass flamethrower.
Brave comrades of the 3rd Shock Army, today we lay waste to the German line. Push forward.
Okay, you're back playing as Dmitry, but you're controlling a tank. You have a flamethrower attached, but it's still a tank mission. And this one goes on for quite a while. Once you're done with the tank section, you get on a train and head to Berlin. After that, the mission ends. 4 out of 10. Stop putting tank missions in the fucking game.
The 200mm on the point still has White Beach targeted. We all saw firsthand what that means when we hit shore. Any attempt to bring in reinforcements just leads to the same outcome.
Okay, last mission you were playing as a tank. This mission, you're riding a tank. You're back playing as Miller, and the objective is to destroy some flak cannon. Your tanks get shit on, of course, and you have to get off. You're using the Browning this mission, so that's epic. It's probably my favorite gun in the game, to be honest. I get fucking one-tapped by this guy and push up to the first flak gun. I just run in there with my shotgun and start shitting on bitches. You destroy the second cannon and you have to move up. Your own air force almost kills you, and you have to push up with a tank. You enter the cave and there's like 1,000 Japanese in there. But you soon reach the artillery room and clear it. After that, the mission ends. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Nothing special. Kind of boring during the later parts of the mission.
On your feet!
This mission you play as Dimitri again and get off the train you were on in the last mission. You join a charge and have to take the city. I spent like a fucking minute killing this guy because there's no way he has a PPSH and I have the shitty ass rifle. You push up even further into the city and these motherfuckers just hit a quad feed. Tank busts the wall down and you have to fight in this garden. You push into the asylum. Wait a second. This is for rough. Start fighting in the asylum. Once you get out, you're fighting in the streets again and pushing the Germans back. Then the mission ends. I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10 since it's pretty much rucked.
Dimitri, are you ready?
This mission takes place right after the last one. The mission objective is literally clear the building. So, I think you know how this part of the mission goes. Once you clear the buildings, you fight out in the streets. These Germans try to surrender. Oh, man. So anyway, I started blasting. You start getting bombed, so you have to move into the subway. There's Germans down there, of course, so you have to clear it out. The lights keep going off and on. I think you're supposed to stop shooting when the lights go off, but I keep shitting on kids. You reach the end of the tunnel and Reznov tries to get the door open. Then a fucking ton of water just comes out of nowhere and the mission ends like that. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It's just clearing houses, but that ending was pretty cool.
Coming over them now. Yeah, I see him. Landry, open up comms. Major Gordon, vessels are now in visual range.
This mission you play as Locke and are on a plane. You get to move through the plane and select different turrets. You open fire on these Japanese ships and... Hold on. God damn. Yo, they did not have to go that hard in the studio, dog. After you destroy those ships, Japanese planes move in and you have to shoot them down. The other Black Cat gets shot down, and you make your way to the American ships. You land on the water and... You reach for the side gun and start taking out more PT boats while rescuing friendly sailors. Eventually, you run out of ammo, but the Air Force comes and saves you. Then the mission ends. It's kind of boring to watch, but awesome to play because of the music. So I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Great mission.
We're moving out.
What's the skinny?
Major Gordon's ordered another attack on the enemy stronghold beyond this ridge.
Any word on supplies?
They're coming.
When?
Just get up the hill, Blonsky.
This mission you play as Miller and have to move up to a Japanese bunker. You get to use the Browning again, which is awesome. You start to find this field that these motherfuckers legit come out of the ground. I die, but you move up the hill. An MG pins you down and Roebuck tells you to...
Pop smoke!
Sit up never like you know it's what you pack it with the automatics. We gon' set them to have it. Wait.
You move up and have to take out 3 bunkers with a satchel charge. The noise it makes is pretty satisfying. Once you take out all the bunkers, Roebuck shits on the door and you move towards the final bunker. I don't know if I'm like a retard or something, but I die like 4 times in this part, but I eventually move up.
My God!
You make it into the bunker and the mission ends. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. The Browning and Flamethrower are awesome, but I died a lot, so it's kind of annoying. But that could just be me being retarded.
Word is, main force pulled back to the North Ridge. But I want everyone ready to fight. As soon as that supply drop shows, we move. There it is. Move, get to it. Double time.
This mission has you assaulting a castle. You have no ammo, so you run and get the supply drop, and this motherfucker gets sniped. Roebuck takes like 50 shots and you have to fight off the ambush. Soon after, you start getting mortared, so you have to get to the bunker.
Holy God, what are you showing me? His head. Come on! Open your eyes!
Roebuck says there's spotters in the tunnel, so they send you down there by yourself to clear it out. Once you make it out, you blow that bitch. Then you immediately get charged. You fight your way to the main courtyard of the castle where the mortars are coming from. You get to use the mortars as grenades, which is pretty damn cool. Once you clear all the mortar pits, you move into the castle and clear it. You make your way into the back courtyard, and there's some soldiers surrendering. Psych, they kill Roebuck. Yeah, that's why you look like this now, you fucking bitches. Now you have to stand your ground until you call airstrikes on the surrounding buildings. Then the mission ends. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Rest in peace to my boy Roebuck. That dude was a day one, bro.
You will be okay. Do you hear me? They flooded their own metro in an effort to kill us, Dimitri. But once again, they failed.
This mission you play as Dimitri again. I don't know how the fuck he survived that, but we're here, so fuck it. First, Reznov roasts the fuck out of Chernov.
No one will ever read this. If you lack the stomach to kill for your country, at least show me that you are willing to die for it.
Better watch what you say, Reznov. You follow Reznov to where the Germans are at and start killing motherfuckers. You start moving to the Germans' main headquarters. You move from building to building clearing Germans, which is kind of annoying, but it's whatever. You push up to the bridge that leads you to the headquarters, and you have to destroy 4 flat guns. After that, you move up and are on the steps of the headquarters. I swear like 12,000 Germans come out of there, and it's non-stop fighting for like 5 minutes. I know I've said this before, but this time I actually die to some bullshit and have to kill all those Germans again.
Why is it? Fucking Christ!
Chernov gets fried and Reznov gets his journal. I recorded for like 15 minutes and I swear like 10 of those were spent on the fucking steps, so 5 out of 10.
1945. When he first spoke of Dmitri, Reznov told tales of a hero. Someone we should all aspire to be like. At times, I have seen him show mercy, but at others act with complete brutality. I do not understand him. Perhaps heroes need not question their actions.
This is the final mission, and it starts with a nice message Chernov wrote about you. But then you run into the fight and spend about 5 minutes in this first room killing Germans. You move up and reach the main room and some spooky ass music plays. Then you spend another 5 minutes killing Germans in here. Then you run into a blocked door. You push up to the roof and spend another 5 minutes killing Germans. After you clear the roof, you pick up the flag and carry it to the flag post, where you get shot and Reznov shits on him. My FOV bugging out here, so ignore that. You put the flag up and the game ends. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. A lot of killing Germans, but what do you expect? It's a World War II game. So guys, that was Call of Duty World at War, released in 2008. For a 2008 game, it looks really good. Of course, it's on PC, so it'll look way better than on consoles. And for Treyarch's first COD game, it was really good. Seemed like Activision gave them the time and money to release a good game. Something that they don't do anymore for some reason. But the sounds in this game were amazing. Like, listen to this. Almost indistinguishable. The campaign was also co-op, which is fun, but you can't do some of the missions. The multiplayer was great, and this game was the start of zombies. Something that would evolve into a juggernaut of a game mode. I'm gonna rate this campaign at a solid 8.5. Yes! It's the best World War II COD in the series. They also created Reznov in this game, who's pretty goated. Sergeant Sullivan and Roebuck were also pretty good, but I feel as though the World War II setting held them back from any real storytelling. This is also the first game in the Black Ops storyline, so that's pretty awesome. The next Call of Duty is Modern Warfare 2. I'll be using the remastered version, so bitch all you like. So yeah guys, that's it for this one. Let me know what you think in the comments and make sure to like the video. See ya.